inheritance. Okay, so when I'm going to teach you inheritance, we have to understand what is inheritance. So inheritance is this. So the newer class can derive from the other class called inheritance. The old class, we call that base class. Okay, so think that as parents. Okay, derived class as called subclass. Think subclass as the children. Okay, so inheritance concept allow programmer to define a class in terms of another. So this way, you don't have to do everything. So you kind of want to write a class instead of from everything, but you want to base on something old one already there. All right, so a class can, and so this will be easier for programmer to create professional program because you base on others people's program. All right, so if you took Java and you notice the inheritance is different, okay? So I hope you don't mix two computer programming together. For C++, so there's a single inheritance. There's a multiple inheritance. Java doesn't have that, okay? So please don't mix together, okay? You have we don't need to show you hierarchy inheritance. We're going to show you multi-level inheritance. Multi-level inheritance, you have that, okay? You have that. Then Java has that too. Hybrid inheritance, okay? So for Java, you don't have that. They change to interface, okay? So I hope you don't mix around the two language. So let's start to one question right now. So supposedly, right now, I'm going to teach you single inheritance. Suppose I have a class called person. Okay, person. So right now I don't have inheritance. I want to do single inheritance. So later my student is going to inherit my so later my student, okay, so it's going to inherit the person. Okay, so let's do that right now. It's okay. So let's do that. Okay, so I am going to start it. So let's start with our Visual Studio. All right. So I'm going to create new projects. Okay, and I have a C++. Okay, empty project. Okay, next. Let me put a date because otherwise I always couldn't get anything. April 14, and this will be chapter 10, inheritance 1. Is that okay? Okay. Alright, so we are at inheritance 1 right now. So I am going to do this right now. So right click it. I'm going to add a class. This class I'm going to call a student. How about that? Okay. Oh, sorry. Person. All right. So my person right here. See the person right here. I have remember. Each class has private and has public. So let's put private. Okay. Public. All right. So private part are for the properties variables. Okay. So a person probably has a name and an age. So we do string and name, integer age. Okay. Then right away they don't understand that because you have to include string. All right. So once I have the proper library, now they understand what is string right now. So my class right here. So I'm going to do my first constructor. This time I am going to pull like this way. Is okay. So I'm going to pull both my because it's programming demonstration, so I show you different way. So this time I'm going to put default constructor and mutator constructor in one line, in one thing. Okay, you can separate them, but you get the equal result. But we want to see different way. So I'm going to, the constructor is going to call person anyway. Is that right? That's your constructor. Then the first is name, so I'm going to say string name, and I'm going to put equal. So with this, I put my default constructor value right inside here. Is okay. Then integer a equals 0. Okay. Now I am going to do like this way, colon. Okay. Then I'm going to say this name. Okay. So the name is going to take from n. All right. Then age, and we'll take from user, take from a. Okay. Then if I do like that, I can say like this. Okay. All right. So again, that's lowercase. Okay. All right. So this is another way to write both both default constructor and mutator constructor. And remember, we did this called member wise and whatever. Okay, so this is a way right here. And now we're going to go to advanced right now, so we make sure we understand what is getter and setter. Okay, so we normally don't have this will give you an entire set of your private variable, but sometimes I only want to retrieve one, so I need a getter and setter. So I'm going to say string. I'm just going to do getter. When you get, you return. Okay, so you get name. When you get name right here, and you don't have to const, you just protect yourself. So whatever you do, you reply, and you retrieve it, and it will never be value will not be changed. So return name. All right. So I am going to get age too. Okay, age is integer. Is that right? All right. So right now I actually have my person header file and C plus C the definition. The I did the function declaration and function definition in one thing right now. So I actually, the person CPP doesn't matter. It is blank right now. It's blank, but it doesn't matter. Okay. So I put everything in the H file. My header file is my function declaration. All right. So once I do that, then I'm going to create another one right here, right now. So I'm going to say right click it. I'm going to add and new item right now because I'm going to use it. Okay, so I'm going to do C++ and I'm going to say use person. Okay, use person right here. Then I'm going to add. So, and I'm going to put a use person right here. It's okay. So that way we can see the code. All right. So this is my person's class, my class. Okay. I'm going to use person right now. So of course I have to include. Then I get my person's header file. After that, I have my golden 7 line. It's okay. All right. So I have this is a structure already done right now. Then I have to take my you know the I want to take my uh, right now, and let's take this one right now. So I have a person. Okay, so right here. So I need to use my class. My class is called person. All right. So I'm going to say person. All right. A person. It's okay. All right. A person. We need name right here. Name and age. Right. Okay. A person. All right. So I like to use student's name right here. So let me see. Let me see. Can I use Nathan? Okay. So I'm going to use Nathan. Nathan, okay. Nathan, you're probably 20 years old, something like that. Okay, so I am going to do like that right now. So I have a person. A person is Nathan. So I gave her Nathan and so here matched here name and age. The order is matter. Okay. So I say name first. I have to put name first. Age second. So I got a person right now. So once I have a person right here, now I am going to say this. Okay. So this you're going to say CL. Okay, a person, we're going to get name. All right, get name is okay. So this person, so Nathan is, and continue. Okay, then we're going to a person, get age is okay. So get age. All right, and right here say here then we'll probably want to say years old. Okay, all right, so can you take a look this right now? So this is a basic class, and we've been practice class for a long time, so you probably need to know uh, how to create a class already. All right, a class has a private, has public. The first one is the constructor to initialize the class variable, but this time I just teach you another skill is I'm going to put the um, default constructor and mutator constructor at one time. Okay, so that's how I did it. So I create person, that's my class. I have my header file, that's why I am able to use person right now. And that's my class, that's my object. So my object has initialization value because my constructor helped me do that. So I got Nathan, 20 years old. Let's run this program right now. So I'll build it. And let's start without debugging. So Nathan is 20 years old. So far, okay? All right. So now there's nothing. We don't have inheritance right now. Okay, now we're going to inherit. It's okay? So are you okay right now? So are you okay right now? So I am going to better have a screenshot for you right now. And if you want, you better have a screenshot. This is screenshot is before you have inherit. So this one is your base class. This one is your base class. Base class is your ancestor. So the one you see right now, the person is your base class. It's okay? Let's have a derived class right now. Let's have a derived class. So far, so this is my base class. I'm going to have derived class. So right click it and add class. Alright, so add class here. Could you please pay attention with me right now? I'm going to call student, student. Notice I usually first letter is uppercase, student. But right here, the base class here. Okay, so I have only one base class anyway. It's called person. So I'm going to type person right here. It's okay. So this time I'm going to create my student class. And the student class is derived class. It's a children class. And the child inherits from person. So I'm let me type person right now. Okay? Can you do that? Okay. So student is my derived class. I'm going to inherit from person and hit OK. Alright. So now I am going to put my student class how about in the middle? Okay, in the middle. Still okay. Let me just squeezing right now. Okay, squeezing right now. Okay, so I don't know you can see or not. Or my person has name and integer. Okay, my person. So right here I'm going to do student right now. So the student inherit from person. I usually like to do this. Okay, the system will go to second line. I usually do the first line like this. It's okay, everybody. Find out okay for me. All right. So now let's do this right now. All right. So a student right here, I am going to the same thing. For any class, I have two parts, right? Private and public. So let's write that two parts. Private, okay, colon, and public. All right. So I have this part right now. So private and public. So a student is a person, you know that. Student is not an animal. Student is an animal too. But my student is derived from person. Person already have a name and age. The student probably want to have something different out of that. So I say student have a GPA. Student have a GPA. It's okay. So student have a GPA right here. Then I am going to do this. Okay, so I'm going to do my student constructor, and I'm doing like this way. Okay, so I'm going to do this way. So I'm going to student. It's okay. Then the GPA. So first I have to say double, and let me GPA. Okay. Oh, sorry. Yeah. So GPA equals 0. So this is from the user. So user gave me a GPA equals 0. Otherwise, you do like that. Your GPA is taken from GPA. Okay, that's you take from the GPA. Then you do this. So now this I don't need it's an empty definition. Okay, it's an empty definition, and you really don't need to go to student .cpp now. So I have empty definition. It's okay. So I got my I got my student right now. Okay, so this is my student thing right here. So I'm going to do this. All right. So I'm again I have to getter and setter. Let's just learn the getter today. Okay. So like this way. Okay. So we're going to do this. Okay. So the GPA is double. So double get GPA. Alright, so I'm going to get my GPA right now, and I don't want to mess my GPA. Whatever you get there, and do not change your value and return and GPA. Okay, so that will be the code. Okay, that will be the code right here. So I have a student right here. Now, the student right here is inheritance. So the parent class is person, and the child class is student. Okay. Oh, let me see, what do I do wrong? You see? Oh, that's nothing wrong. Okay. So I'm okay right now, and I'm going to drag my use person. Is okay? My use person. And let me drag it to here. Okay. So everything squeezed in right now. So my use person. My use person, I use a student. That's it. Okay. Then I'm going to use a student right now. Okay. So I'm going to use a student. So student. Okay. I'm going to use a student right now. All right. So I am going to use my student here. Let me see, another one, A student is okay. All right, A student here. All right, so A student here. Okay, so a student need one variable here. Is that right? One variable here. What we need right now. Do I type wrong? Student. STUDE. Okay, so Nathan, let's have a Nathan GPA to 3.8, something like that. Is okay? So, all right. So because I have to include. I have to include student header file right now. All right. So once I include a student header file, let me double check what do I do wrong. Okay. Student, do I type? Okay. All right. Now. So I'm okay right now. So I got this right now. So now I have a student. I have a Nathan, another student, and inherit Nathan. Is that right? So I am going to do this right now. Okay. I am going to do this. Okay. Do I have a set name? Okay. So right now I'm going to do something. Okay. So I'm going to, because this way I cannot so right now I want to be able to have different people, different person right now. You understand? So let me show you. So this one is going to have Nathan first, but we are going to change to everybody is able to do that. Okay. So I am going to do this. Okay. So I'm going to do this is this a student right now. So I'm going to copy this. Okay. So hold on. / here, and I'm going to see out. It's okay. Then I'm going to A student. All right, but I'm going to say get name. It's okay. Get name. It's okay. And this a copy paste. Okay. Then A student. and dot get age. It's okay. And come here right now, get copy these right now. Okay. Let me just get rid of these. Probably just slash T is fine. And the GPA. All right. Then I'm going to continue this long. Sorry, and will be A student. All right, and I'm going to get GPA. Okay. Get GPA. It's okay. All right, and so now I have this one will become Nathan for sure. Okay, because we didn't do anything too much. We're going to modify this right away. Okay, so far okay. Right now, let's run it right now. Build it. And start without debugging. So this, hold on, let me see. All right, so right here I have to do this right now. Okay, so I have to get person and this and that, so I am going to modify these. It's okay, so we can get and set. So we're coming back right here. It's okay, that's coming back right here. So that's why you understand why we need getter and setter right now. All right, so we are going to do these. So beside this get, all right, so let's do this right now. And these are void. Okay, set name. Okay, we're going to set name right now. And when we set name right here, we need string n. It's okay, we need string n right here. And right here I do name uppercase lowercase name equal n. Okay, can you do that? So I going back to do this right now. Okay, so let me do like that, so I don't have too much space. Okay, so I'm able to get and set because later I need to retrieve it. And void, okay, and set age. Okay, then I'm going to say this is a integer, right? Integer a. Okay, then what I'm going to do is age equal a. It's okay. It's always like that. Sorry, they like that for me. Okay, so I set the n, whatever n will be age. Okay, so that's coming back right here right now. It's coming back the your program here. So before I have this right here, I can say this. Okay, I can say this. Okay, so a person, then I can set name, I can get name. Okay, so let me do that, but then let me go to student here. Okay, my student also want to fix a little bit right here. My person also want to get GPA, set GPA. It's okay. So I'm going to say this right now. Okay, same thing. I'm going to say GPA is void. Void. Okay. I'm going to say set GPA. It's okay. I set GPA right here. Once I say GPA is double GPA, it's okay. My double GPA. Then once you do that, and is actually GPA is going to take from GPA. All right, so after I fix that, now let's see here right now. It's okay. So let me mark this down right here first, okay? And show you step by step. Is okay? Show you step by step. So I'm going to mark this down first, okay? Later. So let me drag this thing right now to here. I'm sorry, it's long. So person A person. Okay, so person A person. Okay. Now this is more flexible right now. So then A person, all right, A person, you can set name. All right. So once I set name right here is Nathan. Okay. Then I'm going to set age. So A person dot set age and 20. Okay. So once I do that, then right here I can do this right now. So I can do this is here. I do this is CL copy paste. Okay. This change to the a person and a person. All right. All right. So I got this person, and now I haven't did not inheritance yet. So you notice once I have inheritance, it has to be independent. So you need to have getter and setter. Okay, you need getter and setter now. And so I build it, and I start without debugging. All right, so Nathan is 20 years old. Okay, so that's fine. Now we are going to right here right now. All right. So let's mark down the here right now. So slash slash and slash slash here and slash slash here. Okay. So we're going to have a student right now. It's alright because we still have just a student. So student, student, and we're going to say a student. It's okay. So once you do that right now, then your a student. All right. So your you got sorry, wrong one. I'm writing Java. So you got your A student right now. So A student, you can now remember your student. Let me pull out my student larger for you. So your student have only GPA, but because you will inherit from the person. So you actually can send name right here. So send name here and copy this Nathan. Okay. And your person also can set age. So a student and also can set age. And this one is 20 years old. It's okay. So once you finish that, then your you can see out student and oh sorry, I forgot to give the GPA too. So a student, all right, and the set GPA. Let's give 3.8. Okay. So once you finish that, and you'll be able to, you see that these two Now, if you learn Java, okay, it's a little bit different. Java is a little bit smarter, so um, it doesn't need to write this. Your super class write it for you. But for C, so when you learn two language, you just need to know there's a slightly different right here. Okay, so let's run it right now. So build it and start without debugging. So Nathan is 20 years old, GPA is 3.8. All right, so probably need to space somewhere. Okay. Uh, all right. So I'm done this one. I'm done this one. So let me recap for this right now. This is called single inheritance. We're going to do double inheritance, multiple inheritance right away. So this is called single inheritance. At a single inheritance here, you have a person. So person has a name and age. Okay. Then you have a student inherit person. Student inherit person. So the besides name and age, and student got GPA right now. Student got GPA right now. So once you do that and you have this student, you don't have to rewrite this part about the get name. The getter setter is done by your ancestor. So this is single uh, single level. Let me this is called, oh, just a minute. Okay, Jesus. This is called single level, single inheritance. What we just showing right now is single inheritance. All right, single inheritance. I am going to I hope you like this video.